transplant warrior in the waiting. Well, I put on a little makeup, I put in a little hair. So pull up a chair because I am ready to
For
share.
Warrior Wisdom Wednesday, I wanted to go over my Newbie Tubie kit that I made for my battle buddies that have feeding tubes. I'm going to quickly tell you the 10 items that I wish I had known when I came home with my feeding tube, and then I'll zoom up and show you the items, where we'll break them down. So I recommend the 10 items. I recommend the cling wrap. I recommend a professional pill grinder. I recommend the calmiseptine, the cooking spray, Coca-Cola. I recommend the make sure you get the different sizes of connectors, the specimen cup for grinding your medication into. I recommend the gauze pads that are split and soft. I recommend electrolyte water. And then lastly, I recommend a pill holder that does weekly and daily that you can take out each day as you go somewhere. So, first, I'll break down the first one and as to why I would want to do that. And so the first one would be cling wrap. Now, not everybody has to use this. This is really only dependent on your case individually. Like for me, because I have a lot of autoimmune issues and I'm in immunosuppressive therapy, I was advised that I put on the cling wrap while I shower and soap up, get all the dirty bacteria off, and then immediately take it off and use the warm water to rinse everything off. Secondly, I recommend a pill grinder like this that you grind into the pills into a fine powder. And the reason being is my first feeding tube, I aneurysmed because the Valtrex medication would not grind up fine enough from all the different pill grinders that they gave me at the hospital. The third one, calamiseptine, is my best friend. That one is amazing. And it's amazing how many doctors do not know about it. But it actually says on the tube for leakage, tube leakage. So it is safe around your stoma. It helps for all that granulation. And it also has barrier ointment in it, so it protects from infections and helps keep that down. Now, number 4, the cooking spray. I love the reactions that I get from the cooking spray. It's always, what in the world would you do with the cooking spray? Well, that is for when your syringes are getting all hard to push because the rubber inside of it on that gasket there gets all dried out. So you just put a little cooking spray on there and it makes it glide in and out very easily. Number 5 is Coca-Cola or Pepsi. Now, there's a little controversy about this one, but this was told to me by 3 different doctors and about 6 different nurses. And when I was in the hospital, we had a situation where my feeding tube, the NG, the one up the nose, had gotten all clogged. They tried all their prescription stuff. They tried this, they tried that. One doctor come in and he said, "Here, let me give you just a little Coke." Boom, it popped it right out. And then I had people in my support group say, "Well, you can't do Coke. It'll just sit there in your system. It's bad for you." And I had a doctor tell me, "Okay, it's kind of like the theory of putting Coke on your battery in your car. They actually tell you, mechanics, to put Coca-Cola on your battery to remove the grime around the connectors of your battery." And it's kind of the same scenario with us. It's to kind of break it up and then you flush so it goes down. I just know it worked for me, but of course, ask your doctor first before you try anything. The next item, number 6, is the connectors. And like I said before, you really want the long connectors and the short connectors. In your supply company, a lot of them will say, "Oh, you only get 4 a month." That is not true. I always told them, yes, I get 4 short and 4 long a month because short does awesome for the backpack and you want to be mobile and you run around. And then the long does great for when you're on the IV pole. Gives you a little bit more room. So I highly recommend you get those. The next one, number 7, might seem simple, but really can save you a lot of agony. And it is using the specimen cups to make sure all of your medicine's good and ground with the liquid to make it liquefied to put in your feeding tube. Trust me, you do not want to aneurysm a tube by it not being ground enough. So my recommendation is be really nice and just ask your doctors or hospitals whenever you're there, can I please have a specimen cup for my medicine? I have never had one of them tell me no yet. So I recommend doing a specimen cup for grinding your medication. Number 8 is soft split gauze pads. I recommend the soft ones because the frayed ones they give at the hospital will stick to the blood or to any goo around the feeding tube, and I've had it actually rip my skin off. So I recommend the soft split gauze pad. And again, you'll get that with your connectors from your supplier company. Number 9 is electrolyte water. Now, that is based on an individual person. Me personally, because I don't get water intake and I get dehydrated, I personally chose to do electrolyte water in all of my medication pushes. Anytime I have to do water in the flush bags or for my pick line, um, I personally try to replace it with electrolyte water as much as I can. I mean, it could never hurt. So that's just my own personal opinion. Last but not least, number 10, pill organizer. This one I recommend highly because it not only has each individual day that you can take out individually, say you're going to the doctor, you got errands to run that day, but it also has a case that locks and keeps it from spilling out. Lots of time these pill organizers, you'll have one pop open or pop out. By having this lid, that don't happen no more. So that is incredible. So I absolutely recommend one like this. And like I said, it's all about getting well. So don't let anything that aids you in getting better make you feel bad about it. So that's my newbie Tubie kit. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope maybe it helped some of you fresh starting. I know how scary it is. Just know you've got this. If you would like a printable version of this or you would like it in an email format, you are more than welcome to email me at inbattlebuddies@gmail.com. And you can also check out the QR code that's up here in this video for my GoFundMe for my transplants that's upcoming. And please smash that subscribe button and like and share. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day.